So how does MCP work in real life? Let's take this example. I'm currently in my Google Drive, so I have this research folder where I'm going to be working on some research. I have a file in here, so this is my first research. Learn to code. I'm just trying to gather some data, information, and put it in here in my Google Doc. So far, this is my idea. Let's say I have this, I've come up with this so far, but I want to work with an AI agent to help me build from here. And then get more data added to this doc file. Pre-MCP, without MCP, what am I going to do? Say, I'm going to look for an AI agent. Let's use ChatGPT, since most of us are familiar with that AI agent. And I'm going to go and say, okay, how do I collaborate with this agent? I would most likely go there, copy this file, and put it in this text box and say, I'm working on a document to help information on the following. Help me build out from this initial draft. Okay, so I have that the AI agent, and I'm going to paste what I have so far. Let's see what it comes up with. So it's going to come up with all of this. So let's say right now I just want to copy what it has and put it in here, right? So I'm copying back and forth, and this looks good. There's a few things here that I like. There are some things that I don't like, so I'm going to manually copy in here. I'm going to, I'm going to go over here, delete. So there's a lot of manual back and forth here. Let's say I just want this to be 5 bullet points instead of 7 bullet points or 9 bullet points as it has given to me. I'm going to condense into at most 5 bullets. Okay. I'm going to copy again, and I'm going to go in here. Say paste. Looks good. It works fine, but for large documents, the back and forth is a little bit tedious and very manual. And there's so much I can do with the back and forth. How will I do it with MCP Server? Now let's clear everything we have so far. Let's start from the beginning again. How it will work with MCP. Okay, so I have a file in my Google Drive. I have a file, the file that I used previously learn to code. I started with this idea, and I want to collaborate with an AI agent to kind of get me from here to where I want to go. But this time, instead of going back and forth and manually copying, I want to just give the AI agent instructions, have it reach out to this file, and directly update it. That way I can go do whatever else I want to go do. And the AI agent can continue to ideate on what it has and go back and forth with itself to kind of improve on what I want. To do that, I'm going to keep things simple, follow the same pattern that we did before. So I'm going to look for an AI agent. Let's say I'm going to go with ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, so now this is an AI agent, and I want it to connect to an external resource, this time Google Docs. Google Docs is outside of what this AI agent has. Google Doc is a different product than ChatGPT agent. So I need a way for this agent to be able to directly communicate with the external product. That is what MCP does. So with an MCP server, a Google Docs MCP server mounted in ChatGPT, it's able to get exposure to what we call tools. So the things that are defined as a way to communicate with the external service. So the tool can be get all of the documents in this Google Drive, for example. So if there's an MCP server that connects this agent to my Google Drive, I'm able to call the get all files tools, for example, to get all of the files that I currently have, or create new documents tool to create a new document in my Google Drive. So currently I've connected to Google Docs MCP server. I used Zapier MCP. So there are different vendors creating different MCP. So this is the place where you have to be careful, right? With MCP server, people are creating this server, this connection, and you have to make sure you trust the creators and they are vetted, and you're because they can create tools that have malicious intent, and you think that you're connecting to your Google Docs, but they are doing something. So Zapier is popular. They help create servers that you can use to connect to different services. So right now I've connected my Zapier to ChatGPT. I can create a separate video on how to connect different MCP server to your AI agents. This time I'm using ChatGPT and I've connected Zapier. So I'm gonna just say use the Zapier MCP server. Let's move this down. Use the Zapier MCP server to get the Google Docs name, learn to code from my research folder. I started with an idea in the document. Update the document for me, building from the current state. All right, let's see what it does here. So now the agent understands what I'm trying to do. It's looking for available tools. That means it's able to connect to Zapier, and here we can see the tools that it is calling. Via Zapier, it has found some tools to talk to my external service. At this point, if everything goes well, I typically do not have to do anything. I can go grab lunch, go do anything else, and come back and have my document ready or access my document anywhere from anywhere. So that is the power of MCP server. Just the agent is cooking, doing its thing, and I just sit and wait. Let's see. Right, looks like the agent is done. And you can see successfully found the research folder, title learn to code, read the content of the document, and it's expanded on it. And if you can see, it looks like the things that expanded, the items added are exactly what I wanted. So foundations, core practice, language choice, projects, all of this looks good to me. So let's see the file and see how it went. All right, so we started with an idea, and then it came up with this learn to code roadmap, and those are the things it has come up with. Formatting looks weird, so the things I can go back to do it and say, hey, you reformat this, use bold and italics and all that stuff, and it's going to do it for me without copying and pasting. So this is exactly how MCP server works, and this is what it's intended to do. You can use with more autonomous agents where if you can give it full instructions and go back, relax, and it's just gonna go back and forth and ideating and improving and making sure the document is what you want. And yeah, I hope you found that useful. If you did, click like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Thanks.
Bye then.